Carlos Ramirez, owner of NBS Audio, Roselle, New Jersey. So we just finished up Rome's CVO. The bike was a wiring rescue. It had been to a couple other shops. He wasn't happy with the way it sounded. So we took it apart. They had chopped up all the factory harnesses. So we had to repair all the factory harnesses. They were using super entry-level equipment. They were using a Tampino 400.4 amplifier to run 4 DS18 speakers. They ran 5x7s in the lids. Everybody knows we don't run 5x7s here at the shop because it's our personal opinion that you can't get really good output or a good mid-bass out of 5x7. So we always do a 5x7 to 6x9 conversion and run a nice set of 6x9s. If the client doesn't want to do that, we'll do what we did in this case and we'll just skip the lid speakers altogether. So the 400.4 does not provide enough power to do what we needed to do. So when running 4 speakers, what we did was we bridged it to give us 200 watts to each front speaker. We ended up building this bike in 2 stages. So since we already had highs on the bike, we did 10s ported in the bag with a 3000.1. Bike already had a lithium battery on it. Then they used a single DIN EQ to get signal from the factory radio, jammed in the fairing. We removed the single DIN EQ. We repaired all the factory harnesses. And then we did a DSP with our NBS Audio T harness, getting signal from the factory radio. We flashed the factory radio. So then since you already had the amp and we were on a budget, we kept the amplifier, kept the front speakers, removed the back speakers, did a block off plate so the pressure from the 10s wouldn't leak out of the lids. So we turned it into a 4-speaker bike. So we kept the DS18 6.5s, we bridged the 400.4 to give the 6.5s 200 watts each. And then we ran it through the DSP with proper crossover and EQ. They sounded really good. I was surprised how good the 6.5 sounded. Then we went with a set of Cicada 10s in the bags on a Sound Digital Evo X2 3000.1 with a doobie bass knob with a clip indicator. The bike sounds phenomenal. 4-speaker bike. So we're running 6.5s in the front, 10s in the back, nothing in the lids. When he comes around, we're gonna upgrade the front speakers to Cicada CH for the second part of this build, and then we're gonna do either an 800.4 or 1200.4. But this is part 1 of the upgrade. Part 2 will be in a few weeks. So the bike's done. You can take down to Daytona Bike Week, Biketoberfest, which is coming up this weekend. We got it done in time, and the bike sounds phenomenal. Check out the build. This is a hell of a rescue. Carlos Ramirez, owner of NBS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. So we got a little bit of wiring rescue here. Had a bike that came in, it's been to a couple different shops. It's a CVO. They went and chopped all the factory harnesses. You know how we feel about that. We're gonna have to replace them. But Jay Ford just had a similar rescue. And now I guess it's our turn. Check out what they installed for the signal processing and to convert the signal from the factory head unit to the aftermarket amp. So on Jay's video, half DIN dash mount EQ. It's the first time I've ever seen it on a bike. Well, now it's our turn. This thing is not waterproof. It does not belong there. It is a horrible way to integrate, but at least they did a neat job putting it in. He doesn't ride in the rain, and that's why this thing survived. But yeah, we're gonna pull it out and do a DSP. Wow. And they chopped up the factory harness. So we're gonna have to repair all that. Factory connector got smashed. We're gonna have to repair that and replace that actually. But Rob's gonna rescue this one. You got this one, Rob?
I sure do.
He blew the 5x7s twice. But yeah, we're gonna do better. So Rob just brought something very disappointing to my attention. There is no fuse on the power line at all. And it comes up here and gets smashed by the gas tank bracket. Look how tight that is under there. Very dangerous. And there's the wire running to the amplifier. Some downtown Newark type stuff right there. Factory harness has been soldered and repaired. Now it's plugged into our T harness and going into the DSP. Now we can start fresh.
Just came round, can't break down, I'm too busy. When they see me in the street, they be calling out my name. Back the fuck up, and keep fogging up my frame. She gon' act the fuck up when it's time to do my thing. Flat the fuck out, there's money in your mouth. They can't shut me up, they can't shut me up, they can't shut me up. That's how they can back it up. They can't shut me up, they can't shut me up, they can't shut me up. That's how they can back it up. I love the sound of the money counter. Ain't too many, I can count on. Wealthy problems, you ain't got them. Yo, bitch falling, I call it autumn. Carrots, baguettes, I'm there to collect. We fly overseas, I Paris the jet.
Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey. Rome brought his CVO in for a wire rescue and part one of a two-part upgrade. Are you completely happy with the way the bike sounds?
Yes.
Thank you for trusting us, and I'll see you soon for your upgrade.